Hey guys, and welcome back to Best Babe channel, and today we're discussing and actually beginning one of the most precious playlists that I'm gonna put in that channel, which is how to make a research then the process to publish it. YouTube is super in this major. Actually, you could find a lot of videos that talk about the parts of the research, but you could find a full playlist that talk about every misunderstanding that you could find about the researching program or the process that you could pass on it to write your research actually and then publish it. So here you could find a full playlist that talk about every part in your research process. I have been leading more than 50 research that is being written by the students. I have an experience actually with how to write the research, how it being fully granted, and how to choose every topic and everything that you have got in your research. But the first thing and the most terrifying thing that all students, and actually me, find it in the past of the researching is how to find the topic that you're gonna research in that. Why it's terrifying? Because it's actually not easy to be choosing, because there's a lot of topics and a lot of majors. But I have actually find the process that I could path on it, and then I could find the topic very easily without being so terrified about what if this problem is not enough, and how I'm gonna provide this, and how I'm gonna fill the gap on this field. But you can find this process easily. Firstly, you should choose the field, then the gap in that field, then you can focus in the title of the field and the title of your research, and then the last thing, you're gonna use the title as a keywords. I actually have got all the video content, and that's a brief sentence, which is field, gap, focus, keywords. You could find this sentence, and then you could find your title. Is first thing, the field. This thing, I'm gonna tell you an advice. If you're not in love with this field, you couldn't give that field your love and give it provide this gap in this field. Okay, because so important thing that you're gonna in love with major. And if you're in love, for example, with medicine, you could put your fingerprint in that gap on the medicine. For example, physics and chemistry, mathematics and engineering, you could find it in a lot of fields actually. You could make your research in any major. Second thing, the gap. You could find a lot of gaps in your field. Okay, I'm talking about medicine. There's a lot of disorders that haven't been right now having a solution for it. So I can research on that, and fortunately I can find a solution for that the doctors didn't have the solution. Okay, I can get it. It's something so interesting that someone who have 16 years old or less than that or can make a full research and a solution about the medicine or the hypothesis that we're gonna use it with the disorder patient to vanish this disorder. So you should take with this advice that the field is so important till you got so in love with that, and then find the gap in this field, and then after that you will gonna focus. What is the meaning of focus? You're gonna make a lot of disorder background, then after that you are gonna define what you gonna focus on this disorder. I mean, you're gonna divide it as syndromes, and what is syndrome that you're gonna define it, and you're gonna research on it, and what is the age of the patient that you're gonna focus in that. The places you could define the things that belongs to your major. It differs between the major and major, but I mean that focusing and defining in detail. Your title is gonna give you a lot of advantages in your research. Why it's gonna give you a lot of advantages? Because you're gonna use this title as a keywords for your research. If you make your title so detailed, so that would give you a lot of advantages in how you are gonna use that. It helps me a lot on my research is that when I, for example, I give a Tourette syndrome solution, then I'm gonna use Tourette syndrome, this symptom, and then the age of 13 to 16 in Egypt. And then after that I collect that information. I'm gonna put it on my Puppet program, or you're gonna find your actually a preferred program that you can find the research and the background in it, and then give this keywords and give me the whole researches that talk about this major easily. So this is the whole trap that you're gonna take it, and how to find your title and how to find your topic for your research. It's one of the most interesting things that give you that opens the door to the research path, and it's something so interesting, and you are not gonna be regretting this in your life. And that was our video today. I hope you got all the research topic that you wanted. Follow the next videos. We're gonna talk about what is the full researching and how to make the full research in its context. And then I have to stop this video now, and bye.